Casino in Verona, New York. This is Turning Stone 19. And good match for you here. Mike Dechaine versus Jason Klatt. They're about to kick it off. I'm Jerry Forsyth. And I'll be joined here momentarily by Danny DiLiberto, and we'll walk you through the match.
Virginia. Recently, he was second in the Planet Pool season finale, which is down in the Virginia area. He was a Maryland straight pool.
Looks like we're hunting for the perfect rack.
He's top 10 in the top 10 of the Action Pool Tour, and he owns his own business. That's a pretty good pool player for a guy that owns his own business. It's Alan Doody. Good luck. All right, table number 11. Florida. This gentleman is a former winner right here at Turning Stone, as well as former
And Mr. DiLiberto has joined us in the booth. How are you, Danny?
I'm fine. How are you, Jerry?
Good. I've already done the introductions, so I'm just going to sit quiet for the next 17 racks, and then I'll let you talk, and then I'll come back. How's that?
How do you know it's going to go 17 racks?
Because I'm in the commentary booth. It always goes double hill. All right, we got a rack that looks like both players will accept. So Mike Dechaine takes the balls apart. One ball goes in the side pocket. The cue ball is going to be hung up around the corner. And he's got a tough one to get started with, Danny. That two ball's got no pocket.
Well, he'll have to play it safe.
Yep. And he's got quite a few options there. He's got a lot of balls down here to hide behind.
Yeah.
He wants a dead nut safe. He wants his cue ball frozen to something down here so that he can get ball in hand. Because if he leaves it open, Jason will certainly be able to make a kick hit.
He didn't hit a rail.
Oh.
Ball in hand.
Ooh.
He didn't get a rail.
Not a good start for Dechaine.
From Watertown, Connecticut, former Ocean State 9-ball champion.
Now the pattern becomes pretty obvious. This is not a tough table to get through.
He's a multi-winner on our tour as well as all the other tours in the Northeast. He's fast becoming a legend in the Northeast. Mr. Jeremy Saucy.
Boy, Dechaine's going to be kicking himself for that, leaving this out.
Well, Jason Klatt, along with Alex Pagulayan and Johnny Morrow, are the three best players in Canada.
Yeah, well, Eric Horlifson may argue with you a little bit. Yeah,
Who?
Eric Horlifson.
I don't.
You don't know Eric?
No.
Oh, big tall boy.
Oh, the tall kid.
Tall kid, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's not as good as those three. Good player, but
yeah, and a good guy.
Yeah.
Well, you know, this pattern is obvious to everyone. All he's got to do here is put a little bottom right on the ball, come back out near the center of the table, and he's clean.
When's he going to do it?
When's he going to do it? Sometime today or tomorrow. He's a little slow. Yep. But Dechaine will pick up the speed that he cost us.
Well, look,
he's overrun this.
He could have shot faster and snookered himself.
Yeah, he could have. I can't believe he did that. Dechaine should not be getting back to the table, and it looks like he will. Oh. Well, it's early in the match. Players are not yet used to the table. They'll both warm up. I think that's, nope, still two more tables.
All right.
Let's see if Jason can get a safety here. the gods are going to have to be sitting in his corner for him to come out with anything here other than distance.
Eddie Cohen. Good luck. And his opponent from Medina, New York. Excuse me. Second time at Turning Stone. He's sponsored by his own business. He owns a motorcycle company, RPJ Performance. Roger Jackson. All right. And last but not least, here on table number 16, another good match.
It's not going to change, Jason. You might as well go ahead and do something.
Scarborough, Ontario winner, 2011 U.S. Bar Table 8-Ball champion, 2012 he won the Canadian 10-Ball championship. He had a second place finish here at
Well, he left the 4, but positioned to the 5 now. He's going to have to stroke this and go 3 cushions to the 5.
Yep.
He's got a pat. He's got a pat, but he's going to have to stroke it hard. But he's got a powerful stroke.
He's got a great stroke.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going to get over here.
Whoops.
Well, I got him with the powerful stroke.
Yeah.
He got on the 50-yard line.
Neither one of us, these guys, are showing us their game yet, but I have no doubt they will.
He's got a bank that's perpendicular at the 8 and fall forward.
I like that. Hide behind the 9. Now, don't tell me Mike Dechaine's going to slow down on us. That's not like him at all.
You know, Mike doesn't play slow ordinarily.
No, he doesn't.
Well, he knows he got away with something so far, so he wants a win now. It's good to win the games you were supposed to lose. Very good hit. He's going to get him. No, he left him.
I think he left him.
He can hit the 5, but he doesn't have an aggressive.
He doesn't have a shot, but he sure got some safes.
They're not easy, Jerry. You don't have an easy safe.
Not supposed to be easy.
I shoot it straight on and stick, but then you got to hope you don't make the 5.
Yeah, you got to hope you don't make the 5.
If he stops right there, he's got him behind the 9, but he's going to cut it instead, just for that reason.
That's usually a pretty dependable safe.
Well, he left a hit on it. He's going to be behind the 8 or 6 after this shot. He can hit this 5.
He could actually play a two-way shot here, Danny. Bank that 5 and play a safe behind the 6, and if he makes it, he can still shoot the 6. But he goes straight for the safe, runs into a 6 ball.
And snookered him with the 9.
Got lucky.
Not yet, Billy. And I refer to that all the time, my good friend Billy in Cardona.
Billy,
Every time he says he got lucky, I say, not yet.
Billy, if you're listening, I think you just got insulted.
No, he didn't. No. I don't ever insult Billy long distance. I do it close.
I know.
Anyway, I have fun with him, though. I have fun with you, too, Jerry.
Oh, Billy's a great guy. Fantastic commentator.
And he's got a good heart.
Yeah, he does. Always has.
Good heart.
I've got a picture of Billy from Johnston City. He's changed.
He's richer. Yeah, he changed. We would travel the road together, Anyway, back to this game because it's going slow.
Well, why don't we talk about something else? Because the game's a little slow.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, Billy got in the conversation.
Well, he's always welcome in our conversation.
Just left him,
Yeah, I know. You were down in Tunica together.
And no, in New Jersey, too, for the 8-ball.
Oh, I didn't know he came up for that.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, no, that's right. To make it happen. Yeah, I didn't know what you were talking about at first.
That was Pat Fleming's 8-ball tournament, the Make It Happen affair, and it was a great affair. And we're gonna have more of those, thanks to the people who sponsored. Well, if he makes this, he's falling on to 6. Center ball, pop it in. You're going right to the post. He's hearing me.
We're too loud. And Mike says he can hear us. We're only about 8 feet away from him, and the plexiglass is not quite doing the job. So we're going to be a little bit quieter. Pat, can you hear us?
Wait a minute. I hope he doesn't think we sharked him now.
No,
he
he
missed it.
doesn't think that. Mike's a good kid. He knows he did that.
Oh, that's no good. That's no good. He left him a cut and position.
Yeah, he did. So it's been a bit of a comedy of errors so far this match.
A slow comedy of
A
error.
very slow comedy of errors.
And we have rules about playing fast, and if you're not playing fast enough, Mike Zuglin will come over and tell you to speed it up.
Neither guy is in shape. Neither guy is in gear. But as Mr. DiLiberto well knows, you can sometimes find that gear.
Oh, with champions, yes. You know, don't count on them playing this way the whole match. Well, I think this game's coming to a close.
I hope you're right. I'd like to start another one. Ooh. Yeah, you may. Okay.
Perfect.
And Mike Dechaine gets the honor of moving the first bead.
Takes a 1-0 lead.
One to nothing. And we'll be racking here for a little while. So what do you want to talk about, Danny?
Well, they made a lot of mistakes that game, but 100 years from now, it'll go down as a win for Mike.
Right. That's all that matters, that big W. Come on, boys. Throw the balls up there and hit them. I don't think I'd want to give my opponent that good a rack.
Well, we got a rule there. Your opponent racks unless you agree to rack your own. As long as both players agree, you could rack your own.
Yeah.
A lot of the tournaments now, we're playing rack your own. See, look at this. So if things go wrong, you can't blame your opponent.
Right. I want to know who the first player was to study a rack like that, because 30 years ago we didn't ever see this.
Well, I don't want to mention names, but I know exactly who. Tommy Kennedy. Tommy Kennedy. He's the nicest guy on earth, but when I played him, I would throw the rack up in the air and say, "You rack him for yourself." You know, I couldn't rack him for
Oh, all these guys have gotten tough now.
And you know what I always hated? When you spend all the time racking them real good, and then the guy comes, doesn't like it, and he swishes them with the stick. I hate that.
That's no good.
Yeah, we got to speed this match up, guys.
Okay. Break number 2. Made the one last time. Let's see if anything will drop for him here.
Well, so
3
far
ball
the
in the
three.
side.
Yeah. But look where he's at. Oh, he's okay.
He's okay. He's got a shot.
He's got a shot, but he's sort of over the 7. But I think he'll handle it because position is automatic. If he cuts this in, he's going to have the 2 in the side pocket.
Yep.
But it's not that easy. Well, he can cue the ball pretty good. The 7 doesn't have him.
Yeah, there are no huge problems. I see a path from every ball to the next one.
If he gets through that one, which he did.
He's going to have to play this down in the corner.
Ooh. Ooh. But he is doing that. Very good hit.
It worked.
Very good cue ball there.
Now, of course, he's got to bring that cue ball back for the orange ball you see at the top of your screen. That's the 5. No problem.
He did it nicely, and he's got a little bit of an angle to get closer to the 6. He's going to bounce off the end rail, try to get as close as possible. You got to have an angle on the 6 too. That's the proper angle. If you got the other angle, you wouldn't have been able to go to the 7 so easily. But he got pretty good on this. He's going to wind up just about straight in on the 7 when it's over. That's what he needs.
Yeah, this is a piece of cake now. So this will be our first break and run. May we see many more. And Mike Dechaine does it again. Now leads Jason Klatt 2-0. When he introduced Jason, he said that he was living in the States now. I didn't know Jason had moved to the States.
I didn't either. Because I go to Toronto a lot. You know, it's 95 miles from Buffalo. I go watch all their big tournaments and all that. And I was not aware that he moved to the States. Made the end ball.
Yeah, I've been waiting
Made
for
two of them.
Been waiting for those wing balls to start finding the corners.
Yeah, he made 2 balls there.
And he can get past the 5 for the 1, so he's okay.
Oh, he's fine. Don't have to do anything to the cue ball here but make the ball. And you're going right to the 2.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. The only thing about this shot, you know, he's over the top. That's why Jerry made the ooh-ooh sound. How do you spell ooh-ooh? Anyway, the thing about this shot is you'll have the 3 no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, it isn't like if he had to play position for the 3, it would be a much tougher shot.
Yeah, he can just cinch this ball.
Yeah. Good shot.
And he does have an angle, so.
Yeah, he wants to go 2 rails, I believe. Well, he could do it either way. He can go naturally and get the 5 in the corner, or he can go 2 rails sort of aiming at the 7 and get the 5 in the side.
Yep. Looks like to me he's going to try for that corner.
Yeah, he did it. No, he did
No, he's going to
perfectly.
play the side, sure
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Still a little something to do here to get to the 6. Is he going to go between the 6 and 9 and back to it? Yes. See that little juice he put on it? That little
pretty.
right-hand English?
Pretty.
That stopped him from hitting the 9 one rail. Now he's going automatically 2 rails to the 7 to that corner pocket where he is right now.
I imagine Jason's getting a little bit tired of that chair.
Well, Mike gets on a roll. He'll keep him in the chair.
Yeah, I know it. He can play.
He's a good player.
You know, they're getting good younger and younger and younger.
And there's more of them.
Yeah.
Because I talk about it like at least once
Dechaine, 3-0.
at least once a tournament. Someone asks me, when were they better? Players better in the old days or now?
Now.
And no, I'm not saying now. There's more of them now. That's the big difference. There was like a half a dozen that played real well. Now you got a zillion of them that play. That's the only difference. And it's your relative. No one's better than Lassiter was, but we got more of them now. Right? And Jerry was related to Lassiter.
I would like to think that pros in any sport get better with each generation because they learn from the past generation.
There's something about it, the training stuff, because even horse racing, they're better.
Yeah, right.
They are. So why not pool? You're right.
Well, now that I've seen a 15-year-old world champion, I have a lot of respect for youth.
Well, he made a ball, but I don't think he has a great shot. I don't think you want to shoot. This is the one you bank perpendicular towards the 9. Oh, I don't like that hit. No, you're supposed to bank that perpendicular at the 9 and stay downstream. Although he didn't leave anything.
No, he didn't.
Well, Jason has a similar shot now. Bank the 1 perpendicular between the 9 and the 8 and go forward.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't be shooting here. You can't bet the game on a combination or a billiard here. Bank the 1 between the 8 and 9 and let the cue ball go off to the left.
Has he got room to get down there if he wanted to get behind the 4 with the cue ball?
I don't think you even tried that. I called what I think is the right shot. Now, whether he sees it, it's going to take him longer to see it, though. That's the shot, Jerry, for $1 or a donut.
I'll take the donut.
Wait, he's lining up to do something extra. There's nothing to do here. Bank the 1 between the 8 and 9 and fall down in the end rail. You figure to get him. He's doing something else. I don't like that, but he's going to scratch, I think. That was a bad idea.
What makes you say that?
Well, anyway, it's like you said, the younger players are getting better, but why aren't they seeing the shot I just called? Because I know that's the right shot, especially now.
Don't you think straight pool players have an advantage when it comes to seeing patterns?
Well, that was not a pattern. It was a safe.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right. See, that's what I worry about. I think we got a lot of good shooters, but I think their game is shooting and not the the intricate
not the finesse.
stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you endure. The shooting ability leaves you when you get older, but the knowledge doesn't. So get the knowledge. He might not like this if he makes it. The 8 is still rolling.
And it could. No, it's not going to get in his way.
It ain't?
No. He's okay.
Okay, I don't know if he's okay. I don't know if he's okay. He don't act like it's okay.
Yeah, he's not acting like he's okay.
But he acts like this even when it is okay.
Yeah, no.
And he's a great player. I talked to him a few times. I said, you're a great player. You'll be greater if you play faster.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a kick at this ball.
Oh, he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he makes it.
He kicked it pretty well.
Kick and a make.
Now, position on the 7 is dangerous only because of where the 9 is. He could wind up right where he is now.
Yep,
on
right
the
behind
7.
the 9. He could be in trouble.
you're almost better off taking the cut on the 7 and getting to the middle of the table.
Ooh.
Because you got to go somewhere to the 8 anyway. Going one rail, you are going to that path where you're snookered.
Yeah.
But he hit it nicely.
That was pretty clean.
Good shot. And Jason Klatt can only sit and hope.
Well, you know, Jason could give us his cell phone number and we'll call him when he's needed.
He's the only one who wouldn't think that's funny. Making easy work out of this.
You know, I still prefer the winter break format in 9-ball, but it sure can be cruel.
We got a 4-0 game here with Mike Dechaine over Jason Klatt. Race to 9, 4-0 already. Yeah, I've been putting an extra K in the word. It's Klatt.
Klatt.
Klatt. Jason Klatt.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get a rack that's acceptable. Jason likes it.
Now Mike has to like
Mike
it.
has to like it. Come on, Mike.
Okay.
He's got a 36-mile-an-hour break, and he's worried about the balls being perfect.
Is that the speed, 36? Because, you know, we do time it. 26 is like normal.
Right.
36 is fantastic.
Yeah, at the trade show, we put a gun on him, and he was shooting them 36 and
Wow.
37.
Yeah, he's got a powerful stroke. Well, anyway, he's got
a
a
new Predator break cue.
He's got a perfect angle on the 1 to get to the 2, and he's so sure of getting the 1, 2, 3 that he's looking to see if the 5 goes. You might all think it's premature, but that's how you have to play. See, he has to figure out what to do with the 5. If it passes the 8, he's all right, except look where the 6 is. You got to get perfect to go from the 5 to the 6. And he doesn't take much time, and I like that.
Yeah. Well, you know, you remember the old saying, if you study long, you study it wrong.
Plus, you get a chance to dog it the more you think.
Yeah.
That's why Lou Butera plays so fast.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time to dog it.
Yeah.
He just gets up and shoots.
Well, you see a lot of players overthink shots.
Okay, if the 5 doesn't go, he's got to do something else. If it doesn't pass the 8, and apparently it doesn't because he's got a great angle on the 3 to get there, but if he goes the other path, he's gambling on getting snookered by the 8-ball.
Yeah, see, I like putting the cue ball over on the left-hand side with a little angle on the 5, and then just shoot the 5 past the 8 and roll the cue ball up to the 8-ball and freeze it.
You mean you wanted to play safe?
On the 5, yeah.
Yeah, he was looking to play a bank, but how do you play a bank? Well, he went the path I said was dangerous, and he froze onto the 5. I don't know if he has room. If he does, he can cut this and spin forward with right-hand English. If he has a cut, if it's not froze, I don't know how it sits.
It rolled a little bit away from the cue ball, but I can't tell how far.
Then he can go with right-hand English and play the 5 and the 6 in the same pocket. No, what's he doing? He looks like he's going to masse it. Do we need a referee here? Well, I think you got to call the referee. If this ball ain't froze, you got to call the referee.
You know, you see how far away that referee is. We're going to need a nice long story.
Well, apparently, he doesn't have a cut on it. I don't know what he's doing.
Doesn't do him any good to make this ball with
Not if he's coming
a lot of
backwards.
English. Unless he thinks he can draw it a table length and a half from that distance.
No, he's going to take
Oh.
the cut. That's what he did.
Take the long
He
shot.
decided, all right, I'm going to take the shot on the 7. I mean on the 6 because I'm winning 4-0. My stroke is loose.
Yeah.
I'm going to get position if I make the 6. Position's automatic here.
And the 7 could help him out as a blocker if he misses.
He
But
made it.
He doesn't miss.
He
so we're
made
different.
it.
He scratched.
I don't think it's going to reach.
Oh, you're right.
But he made a good shot. He just doesn't have a real gimme here. The only thing is, he does have a shot. He can miss the side pocket with the cue ball and probably play the 8 way up in the corner. But he missed the 7, I think. No, he didn't. Great shot. Look at the way they stopped. Great shot, great control. I like this. I just shoot the 8 and stop. And you got a shot that you could make, Jerry.
I
On a
doubt,
9.
I doubt that. I doubt that I could make it these
I'm
days.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I can't even see the balls. 5-0, Mike Dechaine. We had our second live proposal on AccuStats today. The first one was at the U.S. Open. Oh, let's see, 5-6 years ago when the tournament director's daughter got a proposal in the middle of the arena. I hope this marriage works out a little bit better than that one did.
And the other one, Tiny.
No, they're
Wait a minute.
They're split up.
Hey, how about Tiny Tim with Vicky on Johnny Carson show?
That was a good one.
It
That
was
marriage
yeah, but that didn't
lasted
last.
a week or something.
But anyway, I thought that one was more exciting than the pool ones. See, he's not crushing the break. He's glancing, hoping to make the ball on the side, and now it looks like a safe break. Okay,
Boy, Jason,
poor,
how bad luck
poor
is that?
Jason. But I'll tell you what now. Before I push out here, I'm going to tie up a ball.
Yeah.
You know, because the pusher gets the worst of it with players.
How about pushing that 5 ball over into that 2-7 group?
I like it.
Then
I like
Then he
it,
can
Jerry.
have a shot on the 1
Yeah,
ball.
that's it. Let him go. Tie up balls whenever you're going to push. But I don't think he's thinking that way. This is a push. He's going to dare him.
Oh, he's probably going to get this
I give him back. I give it back.
Yeah, I give that back.
I don't shoot this.
Of course, I don't have the courage that Mr. Dechaine.
Well,
or
he
the
doesn't. The
confidence.
thing is, you don't have to get position if you make it.
And he missed it.
See it? I don't think he's going to get position. Well, he did, sort of. But,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't.
you got position for a safety.
Well, Jason, his push worked out.
Yeah.
Because he's got a chance to run out now. Because it looks like the 2 goes right to the 3. And it looks like the 2 goes past the 5. And there's no position to play. You just make the ball. You're going right at the 2.
Yeah. Yeah, if the 2 ball drops, he should own this rack.
Okay. He's got position on the 3 easily. I don't know, you want to draw it and get a little more cut, or you want to go forward and get straight in? I better shut up. What happened?
I don't know.
Did
Oh,
he?
he's saying, do you want a ref?
Oh, yeah. And Mike got up to see what the hit's going
Mike?
to be.
Yeah, do that. If you wait for him to look at you, he's never going to come.
We have a rule here. We got referees on both sides of the arena, and you got to call one if there's something going to happen that's a little debatable, and that's what's happening now. Mike wanted to call one of the referees because he thinks the 7 is in the way of maybe shooting this.
Well, let's watch it. We might be able to tell if it's a good hit or not. But if I'm in this situation, I'm going to hit them a little bit hard so the referee doesn't have as easy a job.
No, you want to double cross the ref.
Yeah.
You got to roll this in.
Ooh, baby.
See, calling the referee worked for
Yeah,
Mike.
it did. That was a good strategy.
because
that's almost as good a strategy
you're
as
dead.
taking a break.
You know, the guy makes the 2. The rack is just about over with good players now.
About how comfortable he is with that rake. Comfortable enough.
Yeah, he would like to get straight in on the 2 now. I mean on the 4, and just draw it back a little. That's what he did. Now, if I were Jason, the only hope I would have here is from the 5 to the 6. He's got to go straight. But you notice, folks, for you people who don't play, you might say he could have got better position, but he wanted the angle to go to the 6. That's why he left a little bit of a different shot. And he's going 1 rail to that 6. 2 rails, I should say. And he did it pretty well. And he didn't get straight in. It looked like he got just the full enough angle to draw it for the 7.
He's looking good.
Yeah, he's looking real good. Actually, this was a bad draw for both of these players because
Yes,
this
was.
could have gone further up the tournament. But anyway, looks like Mike isn't intimidated by it.
I think that's one of Mike's biggest strengths. He doesn't really get intimidated. He's a nice, aggressive player.
6-0, Mike Dechaine over Jason Klatt. Well, I thought this match would take a little longer than it's showing right now, but the faster player is doing all the shooting. That's why it's going so quick.
As you know, we are at Turning Stone, where next Wednesday, Tiger Woods and company will appear for a one-day charity golf event. They're expecting 25,000 people in this hotel that day. Dennis Hatch is on the table just behind us. He leads his match 7-1.
My Buffalo friend, by the way. Great player, Dennis.
Oh, no kidding.
He should play in more of the big tournaments than he does. There's players that give their right arm to be able to play as good as him. They'd go to every tournament. Well, the end ball went in again.
I'd give my brother's right arm.
You're so generous, Jerry. You want your brother to have a nickname, Lefty.
Yeah.
What's this? He's pushing, but this is where I'm saying tie up a ball. See it? He tried to tie up a ball.
Didn't do it.
He did all right. You see why? He's got a bad kick now. The only problem was tying up that ball is where the 3 is, you can very easily open it.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to get it back. You know, now he's hopping. You can hop with the cue you're using. There's no jump cues allowed. Well, he cut it.
One of the players here has come up with an interesting answer to that situation where you're not allowed to use the jump cue. And you know, one of the big one of the reasons that a jump cue works so well is because it's so light. Well, there's a player here who's gotten a cue that's going to bring into the table is his break cue, and he's taken all the weight bolts out so that it only weighs 14 ounces. And he's going to use that for a jump cue, and he's going to break with his playing cue. I think that's pretty smart.
It's pretty smart until he gets caught, and then they're going to bar that.
No, well, it's not against the rules. There's no weight limit. It's just a length limit.
They'll make a new rule.
You have to present your cues for inspection of weight bolts. Yeah, that's what it should be.
It should be. Yeah,
Pat Fleming got in on that conversation.
Yeah.
I forgot the people at home can't hear Pat. He was saying that it should be the rule that you have to shoot jump shots with your playing cue and not be able to use your break
Good
cue.
enough. Good
Yeah,
enough.
that would work.
Well, Pat Fleming in the background suggested that rule, and Pat happened to be one of the better jumpers. Pat was a great jumper. Way back when Pat had it, but he was a great jumper.
Well, then the player is going to come up with a way to just pull the rubber bumper off the end of his cue, slide the weight bolt out, shoot the shot, slide the weight bolt back in, and continue.
Yeah, we'll find some reason to change that. But anyway, another great jumper was Earl Strickland.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, what's his name? Joe Grogan?
Rogan.
Did you see his imitation of Earl?
Yes.
It had a lot to do with the jump.
Well,
Anyway.
I used to like to watch Sammy Jones jump. He could do tricks with jump shots.
Yeah, especially when he used the pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could jump the ball if he was a half inch near the object ball.
And he could get a half inch away from a Coke bottle and jump over the Coke bottle.
Yeah. That didn't last long. Well, here comes a jump.
Nearly made it.
And he opened the three
He
a little
opened the
bit.
three. That's going to hurt him a little bit. 5 is still problematic.
The 5 banks, so where the 6 is, you wouldn't mind having a good bank. But he might make the 9 here on this shot. He's shooting the 2, and it's going right at the 9, the cue ball. I think you concentrate on making the 2. It's going at the 9, the cue ball. So unless you hit the 9 full, you're going to glance and get position.
Yeah. I don't know if he could find a way to avoid that 9 ball.
No, he isn't gonna. He isn't. I don't think he can do anything to miss the 9 and get to the 3. Although he's going to try. He's going to draw the cue ball, but.
Okay, I understand the low, but why is he putting right on it?
Well, because when you hit that rail, you want to go off to the right. In other words, if he can miss the 9 with draw, the right hand English will bring him closer to the 3, almost where he is.
Bring him 3 rails.
Not 3 rails. I'm looking at 1 rail. Hit the 2 on the full side and draw the ball with right hand English. You can get 1 rail in position.
But see, we're looking at it backwards. If he were to hit it with left hand English, it would go to that rail and come back to the 3. But with right, if it hits that rail, it's going to come down to the foot end.
Jerry, you're making me want to play you.
Well, let's see what he does here.
He's going to draw it full, on the full side. Oh, he did
See?
your shot.
Now, how much do you want to play for?
Hey, no matter what happened there, I still want to play you. Anyway, he might be able to see an edge on this 3, but I don't know what he's going to do after that.
Yeah, I don't either.
He's going to have to curve it a little to hit the 3, I think. And if he could hit it thin, well, then there's no problem. Hit it thin, and you got 4 balls to snooker him with.
Yeah, I was going to say the last thing he wants to do is make this 3 ball.
See, the shot you called brought him here. I mean, in other words, that was not the way to go, but
So,
might have
I
been-
was right, but it was the wrong shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, right.
Oh, man.
Well, Jerry and I are, I know Jerry a long time. He was in Phoenix when I was there, and we wrote a great book together, The Road Player. Great writer.
A lot of fun that was.
It was. We finished it in the Keys.
Yeah, you scared me to death the first time I met you in Phoenix and took that lesson from you, and I put powder on my hands, and you took me over to the side and slapped the powder off my hands and said, "Boy, if your hands are dirty, go wash them."
Yeah, I don't like powder. Powder goes all over the place. Good shot. Now, does the 5 go in the side?
He played it that way. It just didn't to me look like it would go, but I guess it does.
Yeah, I was calling for a bank, but if it goes right in, there's no problem. He's going to draw the ball a little.
Ooh.
Might have called the referee
I
on
would
that
have called
one.
the ref for that one. That one didn't look.
That was closer than the 2-7 a little while ago.
That didn't look too clean.
Holy God, Jason Klatt is in danger of being shut out. This is going to be 7-0 right now.
Well, we would have been able to back it up and show you the slow motion of that close contact, but Fleming got mad at the video mixer and threw it on the floor and broke it.
That's not true, folks. Pat wouldn't do something like that.
He'd pay you to do it.
Yeah, maybe.
Eight to nothing, and this is starting to get a little ugly.
It's 7-0.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're right. 7-0.
7-0. Yeah.
It's starting to get a little ugly.
You're starting to count by twos.
I've got dinner waiting.
Oh, you're one of those people that eats every day? I can't believe it. You're like one of my girlfriends. They want to eat every day. Well, see, I've always been a sucker with pool. You see how closely he was looking? If I'm winning 7-0, I'm just going to break him.
No
I
kidding.
ain't going to check
No,
direct.
just stand up there and hit the balls.
Look at it. And you know what? He found out what I said in the last match. You got to take something off the break. And he did, and he's making balls. But how do you get to the 2 now?
Well, can you roll all the way down here and sort of collide with the 8 and then take the 2 up in the other corner?
That you'd need an awful lot of left-hand English to do that. I think he's going to be looking at playing a safe off the 2 when he makes this. See, he couldn't possibly do what you said.
Yeah, you're right.
But he could bank this. You know, now he could bank it, and the cue ball with a high ball will follow the same path as the 2, and you can get position on the 3 if he wants to do that. But, you know, he's ahead 7-0, and he doesn't have to do anything crazy, you know what I mean, to let the guy in the game. He cut at it.
Wow.
And missed it.
That was a courageous shot.
I like the bank better than that, but he almost made that, so I can't debate that shot.
Yeah, he cuts him thin, cuts him good.
Come on, Jason, you only need 7 games.
That's right. He put 7 on you. You can put 7 on him.
It does reverse that way.
All the time.
Yeah. Not all the time.
No, all the time. Every time. Every game I've ever watched in my life is reversed.
It
like
does that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Shane doesn't have a chance now.
Oh, he's got a shot here. No, he doesn't.
Nah.
Not quite. He's looking. Well, we're going to see the jump with his cue again, I believe. Yeah, we're going to definitely see a jump. Here it goes.
Yeah, that sidearm stroke looks like McCready. Look at that. That's a great shot.
You think McCready could have did that? But anyway, you know.
In his heyday, is there anything McCready couldn't do?
McCready used the side stroke because when he was young playing, he couldn't reach the balls,
Right.
and he had to do that.
Right.
The same thing with Willie Hoppy. Willie Hoppy had the side stroke too. Well, you're not old enough to know about that, Jerry.
Hey, I've got pictures of Hoppy when he was playing as a kid, giving exhibitions doing that.
Okay, what do you do with the 5 now? Bank, stick.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's perfect. Bank and stick the cue ball. Get it?
Yeah, I just don't. I get nervous for these boys when they bank them.
Not when they're winning 7-0. That ball goes in easily.
Slides right in.
Ooh, he almost didn't cut that enough. Whatever that means. He's got to avoid the side pockets here now. That's all. You know, he's going to try to hit in front of that side near his left hand and go 2 rails to the 8. That's what he did. See, you got to take a longer shot sometimes, but you're not gambling on scratching with the cue ball.
Can I say Hill nothing yet?
Not yet. He's still got 2 balls to make.
Okay, I'll wait.
I think he'll make this, though.
Do you?
I got a good idea.
I've seen him make this shot before.
Yep.
Hill nothing. Mike Dechaine. Got to do it one more time.
We've been informed that Mike Dechaine and Corey Deuel have a level natural stroke when they're shooting the balls in, but when they jump, they go to the side jump. I don't understand any of that.
But because you're raising your hand up higher without having to raise your body up higher. Yeah, you're not on your tiptoes.
See how soft he hit that and made a ball.
Yeah, unless that one goes.
It does go. He's going to shoot it.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't it be something to play safe here?
Oh, that would be cruel. That would be just cruel. Drag it out as long as you can.
He missed it.
Did he?
One stroke.
Did he make it 4 rails? No.
No, he missed it again. But
safe.
that reminds me of a story with Mike Siegel. Mike Siegel lived in Rochester with Larry Hubbard, and Irving Crane lived there. Mm-hmm. And Irving Crane played in this pool room, and one day Siegel left his local pool room to go and ask Mr. Crane if he could hit him with him. And he did. Mike broke, Crane ran 200 and played safe. It's a true story.
I believe it.
We're going to check.
Yeah, we do. I just can't remember.
Hold it. Listen, we're trying to figure out who plays the next match here, and I remember what it is, but
one of the gentlemen's name is Perry, and his last name is Perry, and I'm having a real hard time coming up with the other guy's name. But we'll let you know. We'll keep you informed.
Okay. Mike is shooting to close this match out on the hill. Perfect shot. Look at this. See how soft he hit it? Because if he didn't get this angle, he would have had trouble getting to the 4 now. So that's good playing. Mike's playing very well. Yeah, he wanted to slow. I don't know. Can he roll this in on the full side? No, he's going to draw and play the 5 in the other pocket. Very good shot, and he's got an angle to go to the 7. And he's got an angle now to go to the 8. Not much, but he's got enough. He played solid this match.
After that first rack.
Yeah.
The first rack was really ugly. But he's hardly set a foot wrong since.
No, he's played perfect since then. And I think he's going to win this match 9-0.
Do you really? Jason Klatt has conceded. Mike Dechaine, 9. Jason Klatt, snowball.
Okay, do we want to give the people the next match? Or
we will, but
we don't know.
What time is it? We've got quite a while.
Okay, we got an hour and a half to remember.
1 hour. Yeah, we'll come back and let you know. Actually, the schedule of players is posted on a little website called